Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of December 14, the Bronzo Judicial Reform Steering Committee held the conference to evaluate the situation and results of implementing tasks in 2023, deploying the direction and tasks in 2024. Secretary of the Bronzo Party Committee, Chairman of the Bronzo People Council, Nguyễn Thành Tâm, head up the Bronzo Judicial Reform Steering Committee, chaired the conference.
The Provincial Judicial Reform Steering Committee implemented the 9 overnight contents of the proposed key judicial reform program for the year 2023. The delegates expressed their opinions at the conference in order to clarify the results achieved, as well as the shortcomings and limitations in implementing the judicial reform. At the same time, they proposed a number of tasks and solutions to better perform the judicial work in the future. And Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, head of Provincial Judicial Reform Steering Committee, acknowledged and highly appreciated the results achieved by the party committees and party organizations, judicial associations, and the steering committee during the year of 2023. Regarding the direction and tasks for the 2024, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Council, head of Provincial Judicial Reform Steering Committee, requested the steering committee and the members of the committees to propose solutions to overcome shortcomings and limitations identified in 2023, and furthermore, continue to thoroughly understand and seriously and effectively implement the Central Committee and Provincial Party Committee's guiding documents and conclusions on judicial reform, improve the coordination among the judicial associations, and overcome shortcomings and difficulties in the process of resolving the cases and incidents as soon as possible. Continue to prioritize the training and the development of political theory and professional appetite to ensure the eligibility for judicial positions. In addition, to strengthen management, education, and promote the prevention and fight against corruption and negativity in judicial associations.
From December 15, 2023 to February 29, 2024, the Bronzo Police Force deployed troops simultaneously to carry out peak attacks, suppress criminal and national security and order for the Lunar New Year 2024, contributing to the maintenance of the social order and safety, completely protecting the safety of Lunar New Year activity and bringing a peaceful life to the people to celebrate it. Colonel Lý Hồng Sinh, Deputy Director of the Bronzo Police, asked the police of district, town, and city units to mobilize all means, force, and deployments seamlessly and comprehensively personnel measures determined to change the growing security and order situation, find strongly suppress all types of crimes and violations of the law, do not let security and order situation become complicated during TED, strive to reduce at least 5% of crimes related to social orders, especially pay special attention to reducing crimes such as murder, international injury, theft, and robbery. Combat crime and law violation with vigor, particularly climbing, flat-breaking, rush crime, smuggling, paper weapons, explosive, firecracker, and hygiene violation in food safety. Review and resolve incidents and cases completely. Expedite investigation progress and strive to meet or exceed investigation and case recovery's target. Implement measures and solutions to reduce traffic accidents on all three criteria. Ensure fire safety to prevent fire and explosion that results in fatality. Ensure the readiness of communication, weapons, and vehicle for combat operation, as well as the absolute safety of officers and soldiers directly involved in crime prevention.
In the morning of December 15th, at the TayNinhTV Party Committee Hall, the TayNinh Provincial Bar Association held its 8th conference term of 2023 and 2028. Attending the conference, there was Mr. Lê Hồng Nguyên, head of the Vietnam Bar Federation in Ho Chi Minh City. TayNinh Provincial Lawyer Association has about 119 members lawyers. It is one of the 63 bar associations nationwide in the membership of over 100 lawyers among the top 15 bar associations with the most lawyers in the country. And during the past term, the law practice organizations and lawyers of the association participated in 704 criminal cases, of which 515 criminal cases were designated by the agencies conducting proceedings, and 189 criminal cases were invited by the customers to participate in the proceedings. In addition, lawyers also participate in legal aid for 393 cases and 1,100 other legal services. During the past term, the Provincial Bar Association contributed comments to draft laws chaired by the Provincial National Assembly delegation, law practice activities and other activities of the youth unions in the past term, and to have contributing to protecting the legitimate rights and interests of organizations and individuals, contributing to protecting the justice and economic development of society, and at the same time, contributing to the implementation of the judicial reform process also. The conference will take place from December the 15th and today the 16th.
To make it easier for people receiving pension and social insurance benefits to celebrate the Lunar New Year in 2024, Vietnam Social Insurance will provide funds for locality to pay pension and social insurance benefits in January and February 2024, including beneficiary receiving in cash and beneficiary receiving via personal accounts. According to Vietnam Social Insurance, the entire country will have over 3.3 million people receiving monthly pension and social insurance benefits in January and February 2024. Prior the Lunar New Year, with flexible payment methods such as cash payment at payment points, pay at home, and payment via personal accounts. Vietnam Social Insurance requires province and city to collaborate with the post office to develop plans to pay monthly pension and social insurance benefit to beneficiaries. In order to ensure full and timely payment of pension and social insurance benefits, in addition, strengthening pension and supervision of the payment process to beneficiaries, coordinate, resolve, and completely handle a rising problem, wrongly reflect problem during the implementation process.
Over the past time, determining that the disbursement of public investment capital is one of the important and urgent political tasks, the People's Committee of TayNinhTV Province and TayNinhTV City has directed departments and professional agencies, the People's Committee of Boards and Communes to focus on removing difficulties and obstacles that do not affect the conference of the project. And the People's Committee of TayNinhTV City has directed departments and professional agencies, the People's Committee of Boards and Communes to focus on removing difficulties and obstacles that do not affect the progress of the project as well as disbursement of public investment capital. Accordingly, the city has urgently implemented 104 projects, including 17 traditional projects and 87 new projects, with a total public investment capital assigned by the provinces implemented in the target in 2023 is over 414,000 billion Vietnam dong. As of November 30th of 2023, the city has disbursed nearly 342,000 billion Vietnam dong, reaching more than 82%. In addition, the city's budget capital disbursement reached nearly 80% to implement 71 projects, of which 33 projects have been completed. The capital distribution was implemented in a timely manner, reaching for 100%. And in order to continue to carry out public investment with higher results, in the coming time, the city will continue to strengthen information propaganda, accelerate the progress of site clearance, resettlement, completion of works, disperse capital of projects, and improve the binding capacity, contractor selection also, and thereby contributing to promoting economic and social development and ensuring the social security in the locality.
In the afternoon of December 14, at the hall of the Ministry of Military Affairs of the province, the Provincial People Committee organized a contract conference between the locality delivering troops and the units receiving troops in 2024. In 2024, the government assigned TayNinhTV to select core citizens to enlist and fulfill the obligation of participate in the People Public Security of 2,053 citizens, of which the Army 1,703 citizens, police 350 citizens. The conference heard the announcement of the chairman of the Rosso People Committee decision on assigning the target of rerouting troops in 2024. Implementing the plan to organize the Camp Youth Conversion and the delivery ceremony in 2024. Speaking at the conference, Colonel Ngô Thành Đông, commander of the Ministry of Military Affairs of the province, suggested urgency, unit and locality to promote propaganda and education to raise awareness and responsibility of young people in performing military service and performing their application to join the people police security. During the policy of the military rear, encourage and pay attention to the material and spiritual life of the family of at least citizen. Create the consensus of the people in the implementation of military service and fulfill the obligation to participate in the people police security. The locality that deliver troops and receiving units slowly coordinate to solve problem that arise. The two sides inform each other about the location of troop delivery and the location of training new soldiers.
The 2023 state budget revenue is implemented in the context of a difficult economic situation due to the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic, which directly impacts production and business activities of enterprises. Taxpayers, many revenue sources have seriously decreased, but the tax industry of TayNinhTV province has made efforts to overcome difficulties, striving to complete the task of collecting state budget at the highest level. Accordingly, the 2023 state budget revenue estimate assigned by the Ministry of Finance to TayNinhTV Department is 9,050 billion Vietnam dong. The Provincial Bills Committee assigned 9,600 billion Vietnam dong, and the General Department of Taxation assigned a target of 9,622 billion Vietnam dong. It is known that right from the beginning of the year, TayNinhTV Department has organized the rapid, timely and targeted implementation of referential policies supporting taxpayers, contributing to solving difficulties and creating conditions for businesses, organizations and individuals restore production and business and fulfill tax obligations. The Department of Transport of TayNinhTV province informs people that currently paper motorbike driving license or motor continue to be used according to current regulations, and people are not required to change their license of motorbike driver to pet material new model. Recently, a number of social networking sites reported that people with paper motorcycle driving license must change to pet car driving license before December 31st, 2023. If not changed, it will no longer be valid after December 31st, 2023. In fact, in recent days, a number of people with undamaged paper motorcycle driving license have come to the Provincial Public Administrative Service Center to carry out administrative procedures to change their license. The number of drivers switching to pet cars increased dramatically, causing overload at the receiving department. To avoid wasting travel time and incurring unnecessary costs for people, the Provincial Department of Transport encouraged people to change their driver's license online for the entire process, level 4, on the National Public Service portal.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the top tasks to promote the digital transformation process is to build digital infrastructure, including data infrastructure and low computing application. Vietnamese Truong is an important location among emerging markets for data center construction and is expected to reach a market size of about 1.5 billion USD by 2026.
And ladies and gentlemen, there are currently 39 data centers nationwide distributed in many different regions. Leading technology enterprises in Vietnam have recently focused on investing, building and developing modern large-scale data centers, and that meet the international standards and provide world-class services. Operating in the banking sector, this unit must store and process the large amounts of customer data, and if you start using the traditional method, you have to invest in separate storage infrastructure, which is very expensive and difficult to connect. And therefore, choosing to use cloud computing services from a domestic technology enterprise is considered much more optimal and effective. Vietnam's cloud computing companies have IT infrastructure located in Vietnam. Vietnam's telecommunications infrastructure ensures the connection. And in addition, the Vietnamese businesses understand the Vietnamese culture and laws. Digital infrastructure is associated with the data safety and information security, so we must master this digital infrastructure, especially the data centers and cloud computing that we autonomously build, manage, and operate with will ensure the safe and stable development. And in the strategy to build national digital infrastructure, Vietnam aims to have 100% of government agencies and 70% of business using cloud computing from domestic units by 2025. This strongly motivates domestic businesses to invest more in data centers.
According to reporters, during the hours from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the front-top lobby of Vincom TayNinh, many young people came to take photos in Christmas themed spaces. Not only taking simple photos with their phones, many young people also invest a lot in bringing good cameras with lights to take beautiful photos. The Christmas atmosphere here has also become a fun weekend destination for young families and adults. Today, I went with my family, including my wife and two daughters. Normally, after a day of work, I have time in the evening for my family to enjoy the atmosphere of the Christmas. I feel like the atmosphere is close to Christmas. Almost everywhere is decorated very brightly. In order to have spaces with Christmas colors, shop owners have also prepared early. As soon as Halloween ended, we immediately decorated for Christmas because Christmas is the season when my shop is most beautiful. So I also take the opportunity to prepare early. Besides, I also regularly change the shop space to attract many young people to take photos at the shop. Walking around the city and taking photos at cafes. Everyone is enjoying happy moments during the year-end holidays. This is considered a beautiful time. The atmosphere is pleasant and beautiful places have become ideal places for TayNinh people to take in.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of December 15, Secretary of the Broso Party Committee, Chairman of the Broso People Council, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, and Chairman of the Broso People Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, shared a meeting and direct dialogue between head of party committee and authority with the Farlam Vrong social-political organization and people in the province in 2023. At the conference, leaders of the party committee and locality recorded many opinions participating in building the party and government.
At the conference, the leaders of party committees and provincial government also recorded 12 comments contributing to building the party and the government, in which the people highly appreciated the leadership and management of the party committee and government during the year, expressed excitement at the results of province achieved in various fields. And it is recommended that the provincial committee continue to have financial support for propaganda work for the People's Credit Fund system to implement the digital banking services. In addition, I also propose to continue supporting the People's Credit Funds in human resource training, especially on IT issues, so that People's Credit Funds can have access to digital banking services, implementing the digital transformation for the entire industry. And TRV1 coordinates with your agencies to review the responses to comments and suggestions reflected through the conference. The opinions and also the leaders will actively coordinate and propagate the things that have reasonable among the union members so that everyone can understand and implement them. As for the issues that are unclear and have not been fully answered yet, and we feel that we need a clear explanation, we request that the people also give their feedback. And Mr. Winton Tam, Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Council, also thanked the delegates for their attention to the activities of the Party Committee and the government, as well as the province's socio-economic development situation during the period. The conference opinions, recommendations, reflection, and proposal are intended to provide more information to the party committees and authorities in order for them to better carry out the leadership and direction, as well as implement the province thoughts in order to achieve the better results in the near future.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.